Hi, I'm Shaheen from the Fiery Pixies, and this is the tutorial series from Hoopdance 2023 by the Hula Hoop Institute. And today we are going to be learning a twin hoop hybrid. It is an isolation versus a horizontal cat-eye, and it looks like this. Let's break it down. So what I'm going to be doing is my left hand is going to be doing a pinky leading isolation in the front of my body, framing me right over here. My right hand is going to be doing a horizontal cat-eye across my body like so. So I'm going to break this down to my right hand side, starting thumbs up. I'm going to imagine that there is a table, and this hoop is going to be traveling flat along a table, my right hand. So I'm going to start thumbs facing up, and what you want to do is imagine there's a clocks on your hoop. We have our 12, our 6, our 9 and our 3. Our hand wants to be at the 3 o'clock point, so we want to avoid it looking like that. We want to avoid it like that. We want to get that nice beautiful symmetry. And then from here, thumbs facing up, I'm going to drag it along that table. When I get to my center, I'm going to isolate to 6 o'clock point. And then from 6 o'clock, I'm going to push to that 9 o'clock point, thumb facing down. And then from there, I'm going to drag to my isolation point and release. And I'm going to end up thumbs facing up. So something that I would like to comment on is to create that illusion of that tabletop is that when I get to this point and I want to release, try not to scoop, because then we move out of that tabletop. So as I release my hand, it does that pendulum effect. And what I do is, as I release, to combat it from going below the table, I lift my hand slightly and then I catch it. And that creates that beautiful illusion to keep it nice and straight. And this could be done as a single hoop move too. Let's put it together. So for now, we're just going to hold the isolation hoop in front of us, and I'm going to start with my right hand thumb facing up. I'm going to start my cat eye, and it's going to move behind my isolation hoop. It's going to move across, and I'm going to end up at that 9 o'clock point, thumb facing down. Then I'm going to drag across, and I'm going to end back to where I started, thumb facing up. I'll do that one more time. It passes behind my isolation hoop, my right hand, thumb facing down, I drag across, and thumb facing up. What to do with the isolation hoop, I'm going to break it down into quarters, is that we start thumbs together. I'm going to isolate down to 6. This hoop passes behind my right hand from my thumbs up. It's going to get to that 6 o'clock point. It's going to pass to the 9 o'clock point, thumbs facing down, and then I'm going to isolate to meet it, and both my thumbs are facing down. At this point, I'm going to travel across the front of my hoop to do the drag. And as I drag, I end up thumbs facing up, and I'm going to isolate to meet it, and I'll be both thumbs facing up. I'll do that one more time. It's going to isolate to 6. This hand is going to move in and start the cat-eye. It's going to move across the hoop. It's going to point to that 9 o'clock point. I'm going to isolate to meet it. I'm going to drag it across, catching with my thumb facing up. And I'm going to isolate to meet it, thumbs facing up. So when we put it together, what really creates this beautiful illusion and symmetry of this pattern is trying to keep the hands as close together as possible, as if they're glued together. And there's a little tip that I'm going to show you, that as we start it, we are going to isolate and move at the same time. So as you get to the 6 o'clock, here's the little tip, is that the hand that's doing the cat eye is going to go slightly ahead. So slow down your isolation, and as it goes ahead, once your hands crosses, then you start your isolation, you continue it, and they meet at that point in the middle where they are facing thumbs down. And now when we drag, we're going to drag and isolate at the exact same time. So we're going to drag and isolate. We'll start that one more time. I'm going to start my isolation. My cat-eye hoop, the hoop behind, is going to go slightly ahead. And once it goes ahead, I'm going to isolate to meet it. And then from there, I'm going to drag and isolate at the exact same time. And once you're comfortable doing it in those little points, is add speed and have fun with it. Happy hooping! Hope you have fun!